Clogs, foams, mules, whatever you want to call this. Every company nowadays is obsessed with making these foam clog style shoes. Collaborations, variations, different styles, you name it, there's a clog for it. How did this trend blow up, and what's the future of this trend? Will it continue and evolve, or is it eventually going to die out? Hey, what's up guys, I'm Eli, and today we're going to be talking about the foam clog craze. Foam has almost always been involved in performance footwear since about the 70s. You had shoes like the Nike Cortez that utilized foam in the midsole. It's not the foam that you think of today when you hear foam because the technology just wasn't there. A shoe that utilized the foam that you think of now when you hear foam would be the 1997 Nike Foamposites. These used a polyurethane liquid heated into a mold. In 2000, they also came up with the unpopular Clogposit, which used a foam upper with a rubber outsole. Now this was basically space age technology in the 1990s. It really lets you know how ahead of the curve Nike was, which is pretty crazy. They were way ahead of their time. Then in 2002, the daddy of all foam clogs was unleashed onto the world. I'm talking, of course, about Crocs. That year they released their first model called the Beach, and it was made out of their proprietary Cross-Lite material. All of these foam shoes you see nowadays are made out of EVA mixed with other things to make it more resistant to smell and things like that. A lot of companies have their own proprietary mixtures like Crocs, but the end product for all of them is a durable, lightweight, rigid but comfortable plastic foam. Now Crocs quickly became popular with boaters, fishermen, gardeners, and other outdoorsy people, which makes sense because they're waterproof, comfortable, lightweight, easy to clean, easy to put on, easy to take off, perfect for the beach type shoes. From the mid 2000s to the mid 2010s, Crocs was on the come up and becoming more and more popular. However, the perception of them was really not good, especially not in fashion circles. They were really seen as a really fugly shoe, to put it lightly. Even though people like Michelle Obama and her daughter were spotted wearing a pair of Crocs, they were still ranked as the 6th worst thing to happen to men in 2007 by Maxim. Is Maxim still around? In 2010, Time magazine listed Crocs as one of the world's 50 worst inventions. Little personal anecdotal story. When I was in high school, a kid and his family were going on vacation, and his dad told him that if he wore Crocs to the airport and on the flight and on the way back, that they would buy him that Gucci tracksuit that he had been wanting. Or I think it was Louis Vuitton, I'm not sure. But he actually didn't take him up on the offer because he said he would not be caught dead in them. And that's just to give you guys a little bit of insight of how just horrible and ugly Crocs were seen as. But of course, all that changed during that once in a lifetime event. But also during this time, which is the mid 2010s, the socks and slides trend started becoming more and more popular. It was a little bit of a precursor to the foam mule trend we see today. It really proved that people were willing to daily, simple, and casual foam footwear, since most of the slides were made out of this simple EVA. I saw this trend a ton in high school and in college. The socks and slide combo is super inexpensive, super casual, and anyone can rock it. In 2020, when the vid hit, everything changed and there was this huge shift in fashion. With social distancing, lockdowns, stay at home, work from home, vacation at home, you name it. With all these things, people were obviously not going into the office, we're not going on campus, and this led to a huge explosion in leisure wear. Comfort became king and Crocs really exploded, and they really led the charge in foam clog style footwear. Every celebrity was rocking them, and some even collaborated with Crocs. Everyone and their mothers had a pair of Crocs, and for pretty good reason. They were cheap, trendy, fun, and comfortable. No longer were they seen as this super fugly, undesirable shoe. They were the trendy shoe to have. Even though they're still not the prettiest shoe, they really have this ugly but cozy appeal to them. The ugly duckling that everyone likes. During this time, Crocs really cemented themselves as the originator and leader in inexpensive clog foam style footwear. However, the shoe that in my opinion really helped take that clog craze to the next level and became super influential in the future design of many others to come after it is of course the 2020 Yeezy Foam Runner. Where Crocs were inexpensive, cozy but ugly. The Yeezy foam runner is cool, artistic, desirable, and comparatively expensive. Where Crocs run you from $40 to $50, the foam runner is going to run you $80 to $90, and at one point was doubling and tripling that on the resale market. The Yeezy foam runner was so influential in the design language of many Clog style footwear designs. That rounded, circular, organic looking Yeezy design DNA is so evident in the designs that came after it, from the Salihi Bembury Crocs to the new Echo Crocs, the Oakley Mules, Jordan Mules, Nike ISPA, Merle foams, Hoka foams, New Balance foams, and so many others. Of course, other minimalist designs have also popped up, but almost every company that has entered the foam clog space has made a shoe that has a hint of those Yeezy design elements. Say what you want about Ye, I know he's been kind of going through it right now, to put it lightly.
Ryan Garcia, this Ye, I'm on the nitrous.
But man, was he an absolute force in the fashion space. And speaking of going through it, real quick guys, this video is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is an online therapy platform that helps you connect and communicate with a therapist online. They carefully make sure that the therapists on their platform are well qualified, and the customer support team is standing by to help you if you have any questions. With over 7,000 reviews and a 4.5 rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a platform you can trust. Starting therapy is easy with BetterHelp. All you got to do is fill out a quick questionnaire and you'll be matched with a therapist in as little as a couple of days. What's great about BetterHelp is that if you don't connect with the first therapist, you can easily switch to another one until you find someone who you do connect with. While therapy can be costly, BetterHelp is an affordable online therapy option that's available to you. You don't have to have mental health issues like depression or anxiety to benefit from therapy. So if you do think that you can use a therapy session, click the link down in the description or go to betterhelp.com/regulargear to get 10% off your first month of therapy. And thanks again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. Another reason why a lot of companies jumped on the bandwagon, other than the fact that they became cool and trendy, is that they're cheap and easy to make. Making them is as easy as pouring EVA into a mold. No laces, no stitching, none of that, easy, which makes them cheap to manufacture. Wear testers in 2014 estimated that the manufacturing costs of a $100 pair of Nike shoes was close to $30, $28.50 to be exact. Whereas a pair of Crocs has an estimated manufacturing cost of only $5 to $10, and I've even heard as low as $3. And they still sell them for shoe prices, as most foam shoes range between $50 and $100. So obviously the margins are far better. So as you see, the Croc trend is not slowing down. Crocs and the vid kickstarted the foam trend. Yeezy heavily influenced it. But what's the future of the trend? Well, due to the fact that they're only made out of one material and the fact that there are endless design options, the future of the foam clog runner is going 3D. The first pretty mainstream usage of 3D printing technology in a shoe that comes to mind is the Adidas 4D Craft or Futurecraft. They utilize a 3D printed midsole and attach it to a traditional knit upper. However, with advancements in 3D printing and experimentation with different designs, you can now 3D print the entire shoe. There are even communities of at-home 3D printing enthusiasts that are sharing their own 3D printed creations. It's actually pretty cool. There's some pretty cool ones out there. So with the advancement of 3D printing technology and the popularity and normalization of foam footwear, many companies have started to enter the space. With the first one that comes to mind being Zellerfeld. Zellerfeld has built up a pretty nice roster of 3D printed shoes designed by designers all across the world, and you can purchase them on their website. It's a little janky because you have to like buy a slot to 3D print your shoe, as they're trying to really figure out how to scale their operation. However, what they envision is actually much bigger. They're envisioning a direct-to-consumer platform where you can submit your designs, have them printed and sent to your house. Kind of like a Printify, but except for t-shirts and mugs, it's 3D printed shoes. So definitely pretty innovative. So with these new technologies and foam runners' relevance still in today's market, it doesn't seem like the foam clog trend is going to be slowing down anytime soon. It looks like it's just going to evolve, which is actually pretty exciting. But let me know guys, do you guys like the foam trend? Do you guys hate it? What do you guys think about it? Comment down below, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.